So it's Tuesday night, and my first shipment of bees are supposed to come probably about on Thursday. And what is typical for me, I'm doing my preparation last minute to get ready for them. So I just want to show you what I have here. I have nesting material for the leafcutter bees, and I have two different kinds of nesting material, and I just want to explain to you what they are. So first I have these wooden blocks, and they have holes drilled in them. And the leafcutter bees want a certain size hole, which is actually smaller than some of the other solitary bees. If you've heard of the spring mason bees, they actually, while they'll use wooden blocks like this, they'll want holes that are bigger than this. So these are specifically sized for the preference of leafcutter bees. I also have some natural reeds here, and they're bandaged, rubber banded up into a group. And you can see there's some, because they're natural reeds, some variation in the size of the holes here. And I've got them bundled up pretty tight so that they'll stay in this position all summer. So as the bee is coming to a particular hole, she'll know where the hole is each time that she comes. Now the back of these reeds, they're cut just after a section or a joint. I'm not really sure what you would call here, but you see the back of them then are solid. There's a plug, so the hole is only open on this end. So this end is closed and this end is open. So what will happen is the bee will go, when she chooses one of these to put cocoons in, she'll go all the way to the back and she'll start to lay actually female cocoons in the back and then some male in the front. And then when she's done, even if she doesn't make it all the way to the front of the reed, then she will plug up the reed with a whole lot of leaf pieces there and then seal that off. Now, some people take a wooden block, a solid wooden block, and they just drill holes into it that are the right size. It's not recommended that you use those for bees because you can't open up a solid block and clean out the holes between seasons. And you want to do that because there are parasites that will get in there and will bother the bees. So what we have instead, this is a block I had last season, and I'm going to have to use it again this season. I just don't have it ready yet because I'm getting more bees than I anticipated, so I'm going to have to make sure I have enough nesting material. So right now, while this has tape that's covering it up, these are loose, so you can see that you can open them up and you'll be able to recover the cocoons from these troughs and be able to clean out the troughs. And then I'm going to clean them up just a little bit more and then tape or rubber band or string them together really tight again, making sure all the holes are lined up well. And you can use this then for nesting material again this year. As a matter of fact, if they've bees have used this to lay cocoons before, then there's a leafcutter bee scent in here, and that will actually attract other leafcutter bees to come. So while they are solitary bees, they do actually nest in the neighborhood where other bees like other solitary bees are. So interestingly, we talk about scent. This year, the crown bee folks, and these are great folks, they'll answer all of your questions. They have now on the market something, we'll come in really close, I'll set it down there. It's called Invita-Bee, which is actually pheromone to attract these leafcutter bees. So it's a cute little squirt bottle. I haven't used it yet. I'm going to use it tonight. And what I'm going to do is to apply this to the opening of here. They just say a number of sprays on the front. It'll dry very quick. And this is an attractant that will tell them this is maybe a great place to come and that there's other leafcutter bees in the neighborhood. It's a good neighborhood and it's a good place to treat your cocoons. Now they say before you spray this, and I might not spray it right now because it's a little bit windy, so I might hold that off. They say to put latex gloves on or just gloves on so that you don't get this on you, and I guess that's maybe so the bees don't follow you home at night. So I think what I'm going to do, because it's a little bit windy, so I'm going to put these in the nesting box tonight and maybe come back tomorrow night, or even they say you can apply this 5 minutes before you put your cocoons out. Treat then maybe when it's not as breezy, so more of the treatment gets onto these holes. The nesting box, we're not going to walk over there right now because we're sitting down right here, but the nesting box is facing east. These are summer bees. They like to fly when it's really hot, and you face the nesting box east. So the holes, for example, where because the bees will stay overnight in these holes, the holes will be facing east. The warm sun will warm them up to wake them up. That's their alarm clock to say, hey, get up and move along. So in the evening, you can see females maybe just sitting inside the holes, that they're working on for cocoons. I'll make some other videos later when we get this set up, some videos when the bees come in, and if you're starting to see how very simple this is to take care of leafcutter bees, then you might want to jump in and do this yourself. And I get all of my supplies from Crown Bees. I think they're wonderful folks, and they have great starter kits. It's a great thing to do with kids if you have them, or if you just have flowers around and you love to just enjoy the natural world. So thanks for now, and I'll come back later.